All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there toiling in this truth. I'm Pathaka Moth, GMS Dallas, and I'm just coming back at you with a really quick hit lesson, man. You know, just as you can see on the screen, I'm gonna get right into it. As you can see on the screen, this is from the brother GMS Central Figure, and you know, he put this up, and I saw it, and I was like, man, I'm gonna have to do a video, a lesson on that, man. You know, because this dude is through, man. He's bugged out. This is clearly a 2/3, you know, Israelite. That's Stockholm syndrome. You know what I'm saying? This dude has been beaten down, you know, and you know, he got a little something, and now he's, you know, out of his mind, man. That gift, man. You know, which I'm gonna get into it in the scriptures, man. You know, but yeah, this dude is clearly through. And hey, as the brother title, you're gonna find out, Jake. You know, yeah, Jake gonna find out the hard way. You know, these devils don't give a damn about them, man. You know what I'm saying? He's your enemy, man. Natural born enemy. The Lord created it that way. So we're gonna get into it though. So without any further ado, I'm gonna play this, and then we're gonna get into the scriptures, man. Cause this dude is he's gone, man. He bugged out. He's through.
When you talk about critical race theory, which is pretty much gonna be teaching kids how to hate each other, how to dislike each other,
and just off the top, man, off the muscle, hate. You know, see, they're with that all love, 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 love. You know, that love, love, love. Like, you know, everything is all love. You know, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? If you got any, you don't even have to be, you know, any type of scholar or rocket scientist or, you know, to understand that it's not all love. Things are not all. Just look around. All you got to do is look around, man. When has there ever been all love? He's never known that. So, you know, but he's got a problem, you know, with the fact that, hey, the Lord is about hate as well, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a balanced power, man. He tells you that in Proverbs 11:1, you know, a false balance is abomination, which he means he hates it, but a just weight is his delight, man. So it can't be all good or in all love. That's a false balance. You put that on one side of a balance, and it's going to go down, and the other side going to lift up. That's a false balance, man. So you have to equally put love, good on one, and then you equally put hate and evil on the other, and it balances out. That's what the Lord is about, man. You know, and he lets you know these things. He created light, dark, you know, good, evil. Isaiah 45:7, man. So the Lord is all these things, man. As a matter of fact, the Lord hates, man. He tells you that in the scriptures. He hates. He took Malachi 1, Romans 9. He hates Esau, man, which is a nation of people, man. You know, it's a nation of people on the planet Earth, which we know who they are today, the Caucasians. You know, them that call themselves Caucasians, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child. You know what I'm saying? The Lord hates them, man. They're the biblical Hebrew Edomites today. You know what I'm saying? And King David even said, you know, that he hates them with a perfect hatred, you know, and counts them as his enemies, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, and as a matter of fact, he said also that do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee. You know, so come on, man. Hate is a part of this thing, man. You know, but this dude is tripping. Let's keep it going.
That's pretty much all I can say. It's pretty much what it's going to all come down to. You're going to deliberately teach kids, this white kid right here got it better than you because he white? You're going to personally tell a white kid, oh, the black people are all down.
Hey, this is their kingdom, man. You know what I'm saying? See, he has no understanding. You know, this dude is emotional. You know, he's dealing with emotions, man. You know what I'm saying? He's not dealing with the Bible. If you get into the Bible, you'll come to find out and understand these things. Yes, that's how they're set up. Yes, this little so-called white kid has it better than, and not all of them, man. You know what I'm saying? And we're not saying all of them, you know, and the scriptures go into that as well, man. They're going to be 2-time losers, man. You got some Edomites that's going to be 2-time losers. You know, don't be mad at the messenger. You know, we're just telling you what it is. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is their kingdom. You know, the earth has been given into the hand of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? And the wicked are the Edomites, man. You know, the so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child, man. You know what I'm saying? So they're in their kingdom. So yes, they have it better right now.
How do I have 2 medical degrees if I'm sitting here oppressed? How do I get? First of all, we got 5 minutes now. raised. No mom, no dad in the house. Worked my way through college. Sat there and hustled my butt off.
And you don't understand that's curses, man. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, curses, man. You know what I'm saying? All these things are written, man. But anyway, keep it going.
You gonna tell me somebody that look like all y'all white folks kept me from doing that?
And that's another thing. He's in a room with a room full of Edomites, man. So-called whites,
Serious? Not one white person ever came to me and say, well, son, you're never going to be able to get nowhere because you know the black people. But guess what? What's sickening about this whole thing is what y'all doing right now is already something I do in my community right now to speak out against stuff, because black folks are getting told by other black folks, oh, you know you ain't going to be able to do nothing out there in the world because them white folks ain't going to let you get no, or you know you're not going to be able to do it here because the white man going to keep you down. Well, how did I get where I am right now if some white man kept me down? How am I now directing over folks that look just like you guys in this room right now? How? What kept me down? What oppressed me? I work for myself from off the streets to where I am right now. You gonna sit here and tell me this lie of critical race theory? This the reason why black folks can't get ahead because of white folks? Are you kidding me? This is what we come to now. I can't believe we even talking about this right now. The last thing I'm gonna say right here is something that's crazy. Martin Luther King said he wanted his kids to grow up in a world where they are judged by the contents of their what? Not their skin. If they letting this stuff go on right now, it is absolutely doing the complete reverse of what he's doing. So when February comes, don't talk about Martin Luther King.
And this dude talking about Martin Luther King, man. Martin Luther King, Martin Lucifer Queen, really his name was Michael, you know what I'm saying? He ended up saying that he had put his people in a burning a house or burning building or something to that effect, man. Because he realized that what he did, man. He was set up by the CIA, man. So don't quote no Michael Lucifer Queen, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to hear about that nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? And this dude right here is bugged out, man. He's bugged out. He don't even realize just because he's been able to get his little medical degrees and which is that gift, hey, he thinks that don't mean nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, that's just the Lord allowing you to keep you on that path of destruction, man. At the end of the day, that's all that is, man. So this dude has no clue as to what's really going on. He doesn't understand he has enemies, which really is all 17 other nations outside of the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel consists of so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians of Negroid descent. You make up the 12 no longer lost tribes of the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't realize that all 17 other nations are his enemies, but primarily the Edomites, man. These them same so-called white people that's in the room that's filled within the room that he's in right now, man, giving that coon speech. You know what I'm saying? So hey, and at the end of the day, these Edomites and Jake, which Jacob and Esau, they go back to their forefather Esau. We go back to our forefather Jacob, man. And we've been striving since the womb, man. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the biblical account in Genesis, the 25th chapter, they were in the womb trying to kill each other, man. You know what I'm saying? And that hasn't changed. That hatred until this very day, man. It's still alive and well, man. Whether he gets that or not, So this dude is gonna, he gonna get again. Jake gonna find out, man. This is an ancient hatred that's bigger than him, man. And obviously he has no clue about it. So hey, we just gonna get into the scriptures, man. And don't want to make this too long. We're gonna try to get in and get out, man. You know what I'm saying? So the first scripture I want to go to, as soon as my phone, there we go, is Genesis the 3rd chapter. I knew it was going to do that. Genesis, the 3rd chapter. And we're going to drop down to verse 15. Never fails, man. And it reads, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So off the top, man, Genesis, the 3rd chapter and verse 15 is going into enmity. The Lord is speaking. He says he will put enmity, which is hatred, between thee. He's talking to the serpent, which that same spirit of the serpent, which is dealing with Esau, it was in Cain, Esau in these times, Esau during the time of Jacob and Esau, and in these times with the so-called self-proclaimed white man, woman, and child, man. It's the same spirit, man, all the way back to the garden. So this is explaining it. I will put enmity, hatred between thee and the woman. The woman represents Israel. Let's prove that real quick. Let's go to Jeremiah, the 6th chapter and verse 2. And it reads, I have likened the daughter of Zion. You know, Zion in the Hebrew is to Zion one, which means a monument, a thing remembered. You know, so Zion is representative of the nation of Israel. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman. You know what I'm saying? So the nation of Israel, to the Most High, he sees them as his woman, man, as a woman. So let's go back. So that's what this woman here in Genesis 3 and 15 is talking about. Genesis 3 and 15. And I will put enmity, hatred between thee, the serpent seed, which is Esau, between thee and the woman, Esau, and Israel, and between thy seed and her seed. So they're children. So it's never ending. When the Lord speaks something, you can't go outside of that, you know, beyond that. You know what I'm saying? So that means at no time ever, you know, I don't care how many generations of children are born, it's never going to get to the point where those two come and say, well, you know what? We're going to be the ones to end this. It's not happening, man. It's not happening, man. You know, this was set up by the Lord, man, you know, and nothing is outside of that or beyond or above that, man. You know, it's locked in tight, you know. So there's going to be enmity, hatred between, you know, those two nations and their seed, their children, man. It said, it shall bruise thy head and thou shalt bruise his heel. So, you know, and we, you know, of course, Israel had to take that L, man. You know what I'm saying? So that enmity, that hatred was established from the beginning, man. Genesis, the heading. As a matter of fact, that reminds me of Isaiah, the 46th chapter and verse 10. And it reads, is Isaiah 46 and 10, declaring the end from the beginning, because all of that was basically about now, man. You know what I'm saying? That hatred that was established in the beginning was about now, these end times, man. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done. And there's still things that haven't been done that was declared back then. Just like when you read in Genesis, the 25th chapter, it goes into the elder serving the younger. We hadn't got to that point yet. That hasn't happened. So that's one of those things declared in the beginning that still has to happen, is yet to happen, man. So it says, declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times, the things that are not yet done. And that's still dealing with those same two nations of people, Jacob, the Israelites, and Esau, the Edomites, man, the so-called self-proclaimed white people. You know what I'm saying? And it says, my counsel shall stand and I will do all my pleasure. So this is all about the will and pleasure of the Lord, man, the counsel of the Lord, the things that are written. You know what I'm saying? And they have to happen. You know, Isaiah 55 and 11, you know, he says his word shall not come back to him void, but it shall accomplish the thing whereto he sends it, man. You know, the will and purpose of the Lord. That's what this is all about. And this is a ancient hatred from the beginning, which we just read in Genesis. So let's go to real quick. Let's jump over to Ezekiel, the 35th chapter and verse 5. And it reads, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and the time that their iniquity had an end. And that perpetual hatred, when you go into that word perpetual, it means an old, ancient, never-ending hatred, which is still from then till now, man, and it's never going to end. It's not going to end. You know, this nation of people are going to have to literally be obliterated off the planet Earth. Obadiah goes into that. You know, there will be hatred until that happens, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to change. So verse 6, and as a matter of fact, when you read up, this is dealing with Esau. Ezekiel 31, and let me just start at the top. Ezekiel 35 and 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And Mount Seir represents Esau. As a matter of fact, when you jump over to Genesis, the 36th chapter, Salaki, in verse 8, let's jump down to verse 8. It reads, thus, Genesis 36 and 8, thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. So all of those are synonymous. Esau, Mount Seir, and Edom are all synonymous. So when we go back to Ezekiel and it's saying prophesy against Mount Seir, it's not talking about against Mount Seir. It's talking about the people, you know. Verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. It's talking about Esau, Edom, man. It's all synonymous. And prophesy against it. and say unto it, thus saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai power, behold, O Mount Seir, Esau, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So then it goes into the perpetual hatred that we just read, where he shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, which he's been doing, and to this very day, man. You know what I'm saying? Putting you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to death any and every way he's wanted to, man. For no reason, just because, that hatred, So we're going to continue. Verse 6, therefore as I live. So the Lord is putting this on himself. Therefore as I live, said the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood. So he's going to prepare Esau unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Blood is about to come after Esau, the nation of Esau, man, and blood shall pursue thee, sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. You didn't have no problem, killing others, especially the people of the Lord. So don't look funny when it happens to you. Verse 7, thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. And that means everything, man, all of them. And I will fill his mountains with his slain men in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers they shall fall, they are slain with the sword. I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy city shall not return, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because thou hast said, these two nations, northern and southern kingdom of Israel, and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. And he did that, man. He took both northern and southern kingdom into captivity, man. They possessed the nation of Israel, man, which was is a problem with the Lord, man. Even though it was set up that way, the Lord is going to judge these people for the things that they've done, man. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai power, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. So you're going to get it back, man. All that hatred and anger and envy. And I watched a video earlier of this dude, Edomite, man, against a Jake, a Northern Kingdom Hispanic Jake, in an airport, minding their own business. He was having a conversation with his mom. His mom speaks Spanish. The guy spoke English and Spanish. But when he was speaking to his mom, he had to speak in Spanish. She spoke Spanish. And the Edomite came up with it, having a problem with it, man, just telling the dude to shut up and shut the fuck up, and just, just hate. You could see that hatred, that anger, everything that we just read here, that anger, that hatred, just because the guy was speaking to his mom in Spanish. You need to learn, you speaking that Spanish. Because he asked him, sir, what's the problem? Why are you so upset with me? Because you speaking that Spanish, and you need to learn to speak the language, and just talking trash, man. Dude, live your life, going about your business. Why is the fact that he's speaking to his mom in Spanish messing with you, messing your life up? Just go about you're in an airport. You can go anywhere. Get away from him if you don't, what I'm saying? But he wanted to be a demon, a devil, which they are. They're the wicked, and he made this big thing. He was trying to hit him with this dude. And that shows the pride of these devils, because he was in a wheelchair. His legs were through, man. Had these walking, walking things, sticks, and he was trying to hit the guy with him, and then claimed he was a victim when the cops came up. He won't leave me alone. I'm like, Esau, man, this dude is a devil, man. But you could clearly see that hatred, man. So Ezekiel 35:11, therefore, as I live, said the Lord, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And you're going to get that double, man. You're going to get everything back that you put out double in righteousness, man. That's going to be the difference, in righteousness. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. So, hey, all Israel, because right now 2/3 is through. You know what I'm saying? They don't know who Yahweh Shem Yahushai is. You know what I'm saying? But they will know, man. They're going to know, man. But yeah, this Jake is through, man. You know what I'm saying? So just because he got all his accolades and his 2 medical degrees, and he received that gift, man. You know what I'm saying? Esau gave him a little something, so now he's all buddy with Esau. That's just that gift, man. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. He was saying how he ain't oppressed. How am I oppressed? How's a white man keeping me down? How'd I get all this? And just bragging and boasting on his little accolades, man. Well, that's because he's not wise, man. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, man. You know what I'm saying? It'll drive you insane, man. You can use it the other way too to get you angry, mad too as well, man. You know what I'm saying? But this dude is so through and bugged out because of that gift, which it goes into it, and a gift destroyed the heart, man. That's exactly what happened. What's wrong with this nigga right here, man? In the video, man. I'm gonna call him a nigga because that's what he is, man. That's what's wrong with him, man, because he's that gift, man. He didn't got a few accolades. Esau's allowed him to do a few things within his kingdom, within his blessing, because that's exactly what we're in. Esau's blessing, his kingdom. And he allowed this nigga to have a few things here, man. You know what I'm saying? And he thinks that there is no oppression because of that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that gift destroyed his heart, man. His lob, his mind. His lob in the Hebrew, your mind, man. So that gift has destroyed this nigga's mind, man. And the Lord put the nation of Israel to sleep, man. And he's still sleeping. The Lord did that. As a matter of fact, let's get that in Isaiah, the 29th chapter and verse 10. Isaiah 29:10. For Yahweh Shem Yahushai hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes, the prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. So this dude don't know anything about that. You know what I'm saying? Probably believes there ain't no telling what this dude believe in, but he's probably a Christian. You know what I'm saying? He's into some form of whack religion. You know what I'm saying? And he's all about America, and Esau is his daddy, man. You know what I'm saying? So this dude is clearly still asleep, man. He doesn't know that Esau is his enemy, man, which the scriptures clearly tell you, when you get into the Bible. That's why this Bible is so important to the nation of Israel, man, to the understanding of things, man, that's going on, man. It's Deuteronomy 28:68. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. And that's the spiritual Egypt, Revelation, the 11th chapter. You know what I'm saying? And that happened via the transatlantic slave trade, which started back in 1492. Not in the 1620s or 19 or 20. That was the second part. That was the second half with the southern kingdom. The northern kingdom went into slavery first in 1492, which lines up perfectly and completes that 500 years, man. It's been 500 plus years. So we're close to the end, man. You got a lot of thrown off groups out here still talking about the 400-year prophecy. Stop, bro. Y'all don't understand what's going on. But we're going to keep it going. And Yahweh Shem Yahushai shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, spiritual Egypt, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, talking about the land of Israel. And we haven't to this very day. And ye shall be sold, and there ye shall be sold, meaning we're here, primarily here in America and the places we're going to be scattered, unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, slave men and slave women, and no man shall buy you or redeem you. When you go into that word, means to redeem, and it's been that stood firm, and that stood firm to this very day, man. You've had all kind of different little rebellions, Malcolm X, that Martin Lucifer Queen, which he was set up, you know what I'm saying? You've had different revolts and rebellions, what's their name? The Black Panther Party, the revised Black Panther Party, none of that crap has worked, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's not going to, because the Lord spoke this right here. And no man shall buy / redeem you. You know what I'm saying? This thing is set up for our big brother Yahushai to save us, man. The Lord is our king. He will save us, roughly paraphrasing. You know what I'm saying? And that's who we rely on, man. So, but it says, thou shalt, and there ye shall be sold to your enemies. Your enemies, not your friend. That nigga right there was in slavery up under these devils. He got sold by his enemies, and he don't realize that they're his enemies. You know what I'm saying? For slave men and slave women, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's one of them, man, you know? So it is what it is, man, you know? But hey, just like the Lord put us to sleep in Isaiah 29, he said it's time to wake up out of sleep in Romans, the 13th chapter, man. So let's get that real quick. It's Romans 13 and verse 11. And it reads, and that knowing the time, which that dude doesn't know the time, he don't know what's going on, man. Which way is up, down, left, or right, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. That's that sleep that we got put in Isaiah 29, man. It's time to wake up, man. You know, and the only ones that's going to come out of that sleep, you know, which is that darkness, all the lies and deceptions of Esau, you know, they're going to fall into all of the traps and snares, you know, they're going to accept the gifts, you know what I'm saying, and be through, man, you know. So that's 2/3 of the nation of Israel. The only ones that's going to wake up out of that sleep is the remnant, man, the elect, the 1/3, man, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. And that's happening now, man, to this very minute, day point of the point in time, man. You know, Jake is waking up, man, to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed, man. You know, so salvation is close, man. And at the end of the day, all them little accolades and all of that this nigga didn't receive is just a consolation, man, because he gonna get destroyed, man. You know, so this is Luke chapter 6. In verse 24, and it reads, but woe, and woe means destruction, but woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. So you having this good life, this little good life, you know, you got all this medical degrees and you're living well, and you know, and it's not saying that you can't, you know, have those things, but the average person that's rich or has a well-to-do life, they're not thinking about the Lord, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about the Lord. So the Lord ain't dealing with that for the most part. So, and this dude, you can clearly see he's not, no, man. You know, the Lord gave him his little accolades, allowed him to receive these things. You know what I'm saying? And it's going to be to his detriment, his destruction, man. You know, Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. That dude has no knowledge, man. He don't understand what's going on, and he gonna be destroyed. Zechariah 13:8. You know, two parts shall be cut off and die, man. The majority of the nation of Israel is gonna be cut off and die, man. So that's this dude's, you know, his fate, man, his end. You know, that's what he has to look forward to, because I don't see him, the Lord dealing with that dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if it happens, hey, the Lord can do what he wants, man. You know, and if it does, hey, call all y'all Basham Yahweh. But hey, right now, he's through, you know. So, hey, with that, you know, I just want to touch on that, man. You know, I saw that video and spirit jumped on me. I just want to go into a few things, man, because that dude is lost. He don't realize he has enemies. He don't think he's oppressed, which reminds me of Lil Wayne as well, man. That, man, Jake is through, man. You know what I'm saying? He said he ain't never experienced racism, man. You know, you could pull that crap up, man. You know, just because a so-called white cop, which could have been a Jake, you know what I'm saying? It's all, you know, you can't just look at skin tone, man. The so-called black cop stepped over him. You know, I guess it was some kind of drug deal, you know, and they were busting in the house. He had got shot in the chest, and, you know, all the so-called black cops went right past him, stepped over him, going throughout the house looking for drugs and money. And then the so-called white cop stopped and I guess got on them, you know, do you see this kid with this hole in his chest and all, you know, and he claims that the guy took him to the hospital, you know, because the so-called blacks had called an ambulance. We called an ambulance. We was like, no, we're going to take him now, you know, and then, so they so-called took him to and he said the guy stayed in the room with him until the doctor said that he was good. Okay. That could have been a Jake, and them dang so-called blacks could have been Edomites, man. Can't just look at skin tone. It's not about skin tone, man. But this nigga claims he has never experienced racism, man, just because of that incident, man. Jake is through, man. Oh, man, racism is alive and well. It exists, which that ain't really, at the end of the day, racism is not a bad thing. You know, it just means you're about that thing, man. If you're a racist, then you're about your race, man. If you're a pianist, you're about the piano. You know what I'm saying? If you're a bicyclist, you're about bicycles, man. You know, it's just that's all it means, man. You know, so at the end of the day, but no, nigga, you've experienced racism, man. You know, Jake is through, man. You know, and they gonna get a rude awakening, which they need, man. You know, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is about to visit this. He's already visiting, but he really finna drop that hammer, man. And Jake needs it, man. You know, they like rabid dogs out here, you know, foaming at the mouth that needs to be put down, man. You know, just real talk, man. You know what I'm saying? So hey, again, you know, let me stop this rant. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna close it out now. So with that, you know, hopefully this was edifying to the hopeful elect, giving all praise and honor and glory due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect, the house of David, the Bayath, Shaw, Dawadat, Shalom.